Hello guys, it's MoKDtex here, and today I want to show you a Daum IX Saturn series. But first of all, this is gonna be a slightly longer video again, so feel free to skip to the part you want to watch. I will put timestamps in the description, that you can skip right to the part you want to see, and don't have to watch the whole video. Especially the gutting process will take a while, so I'm cool with that. Yeah, let's start. On the left two rows we have the key pins, finned key pins, and Daum managed to make 4 of them into torpedo pins, so we have to be careful not to overset something. It will be very hard to get out of that trap again. They are all steel pins, I think, and very well made, extremely precise, and quite a fun pick. On the right two rows we have the driver pins. And there's not a single standard driver pin inside. It's all security stuff, and here on the top, these two guys are the interactive element part, which is activated by this wheel thing here on the tip. And the Saturn series is a little bit comparable to the IX10KG. It has the same two rows, it has the same interactive element in the back, and it feels a little bit the same to pick it. But I would say that in the Saturn series there is some witchcraft inside, because let's take a look at one of the security pins that are inside. I grab a little foam piece here. Let me turn it a little bit. That's my light in it. Property, so now I think you can see it better. On the left side, or first of all, you can see it is a spooled pin. And we have this reduced shape here in the middle, and on the bottom we have this rim, and on the left side probably it would act like a normal spool, and on the right side it would act like a spooled T-pin. So in this lock, it depends on the tensioning direction how the security pins feel and interact. But I think Daum thought of that because they have put these pins on both sides, so the general feel will be the same while picking it. But when you switch the tensioning direction for maybe a different approach to the lock, the pins will feel different. In one direction they are just spools, and in the other direction they will act like a spooled T-pin. So we have to keep in mind later while we pick it, because maybe one side has to be picked a little bit different than the other side. What else do we have? We have a key control here on the top here. We have a lot of springs. We have a little steel ball for drill protection. And just one last thing for the interactive element. Very similar to the IX10KG. We have this little pin in the back, and this will sit in this groove here. So we have to reach very high to set it. And I think it's a beefed up version of the IX10 with a little bit influence of the IX6 SR. Yeah, I think that's basically all worth mentioning so far, and let me put it back together and let's start picking it. So we're back. Let's check if the key still works. Works fine. And my weapons of choice are a wiper style tension wrench, and I will use 2 different flags. It's not really necessary, but I find it more comfortable with the left and the right flag, and I will start with the red one because I can put the shaft in this groove you can see here on the bottom, and this gives me just a better positioning of the pick. And I will tension it counterclockwise. Remember the security pins we watched earlier? I think the pins on the left side will act like normal spools, and on the right side we will have this mixture of maybe spools and T-pins, and even the interactive element is on the right side as well. But let's start picking it. So pin 4 is our first binder. Left click. Pin 3 is binding. And we have a little bit of movement on the core, but I'm pretty sure I haven't set the pin 1 and 2. Let's see if we get any counter rotation out of them. And there it is. So pin 1 feels good. And there's pin 2. Oh, it slipped slightly off. Let me check the pin if it's set. Feels good. And we have a little bit more movement on the core. I will switch the tools and go on the right side now. Pin 1 is already binding. Left click. 2, 3 is binding. 4 is bringing. Let's check again the roll from the beginning. Let's check the inductive element. Fair springy. Let's go again through the pins. Oh, a little click out of 2. Let's check the inductive element again. I think it's pin 4 that is blocking us here. Or maybe not, maybe it's the pin. I feel that they all set step by step a little bit. But somewhere... Let's check the interactive element again. And here we go. Let's do a full turn and let's lock it up again. It's very strange. I picked it a few times and every time I had another pin or a different pin that was the last one to set. And yeah, as I said, maybe this lock is cursed a little bit. It's the only explanation for me so far. Let me get my pinning tray. And let's start the cutting. As I said at the beginning of the video, feel free to skip a few parts. The cutting will take a while. It's a lot of stuff and I try to do it carefully because I hate it to sort the key pins when they get mixed up. C-clip. So I'm doing a turn like this, and then we should be able to get the core out. This. So, oh, plastic cover and steel ball. So all key controls out. And let's start getting the key pins out. Ooh. Oh, come on. There it is. So, key pins are done. Now we go for the driver pins. So, all the pins. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. All 10 springs. And here we go. Let me give you a little close up. Focus, sorry. And here we have all the driver pins, all the key pins. Key control, core, the key, springs, and everything else what's inside this lock. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy it. And if you have any questions, write me a comment. And yeah, see you next time.